All right, you guys, for those of you who are watching already, we're over here on Edison Highway in Bakersfield, California, where Jacqueline and Trezell was spotted at the post office. Um, the reason that's coming over here is because we kind of wanted to see what kind of post office was. Post office it was. I was just gonna let somebody run in through the front and out the back door because they were spotted by the news. So I'm gonna come out here right now and I'll give you show you the front of the building. It's crazy out here, you guys. So let me show you. There's nothing out here. Pretty much like truck stops and RV parks and shit like that. So I can see why they're probably over here with their little RV. Um, yeah, it's just this here is the post office. Yeah. Uh-huh.
I'm not trying to run you off. If you want to move, people come off that road real sharp.
Okay.
So that's a terrible spot to stand. You're welcome me out here. I just don't want you to get squished.
All right, man. Thank you. Appreciate you. The dude from the post office, he said it's cool for me to be out here. He just don't want me in the road, so I won't get smashed, which is understandable. So, this is the post office that Jacqueline and Trezell were spotted at. This is the Edison Mini Market. This is the area. Okay. Supposedly, he came in through this front door, which is a small building. I think my damn master bedroom in my house is bigger than this joint. But anyway, he supposedly went through this front door and came out through the back side of here. Uh, so mind you, there's only one way into this place and one way out. If you drive down this little section here, it'll bring you to the back of the post office, and that's supposedly the door he came out of. Out of these gates and somewhere into this parking lot was the RV parked with Jacqueline. Okay. So, with that being said, this is the post office on Edison Highway. That's the door Trezell came out of to get back into the RV and get on the freeway.
Okay. First of all, how they said that he told them to come through the back or whatever to pick him up in the back. There's no exit in the back here for him to get out.
No, there's not. That's why I told him there's only one way in and one way out.
So the way he walked in is the same way he walked out. Got in the RV and they left.
But you got to think too. If this is a usual post office,
they have seen the mobile homes when they come, they usually just park up here in the front. And she said if you go down the road, it's the only RV parking place that's on this side of town. That's
well, you got to think though. They said somebody was following them. The news was following them. Mm-hmm. So we don't know if they even drove back here to flip around or something to even see. You know what I mean? Or she could have.
It could have been because you see what I'm saying.
The U-turn tire tracks
right here and came out.
But I don't know if you guys can see, but that little building right there in the middle of the camera is the back door that Trezell supposedly came out to. I see that he would have just came out to a locked gate unless the guy walked him out and unlocked the gate for him to get into his RV and leave only through that way we came in.
Did you walk us the main street so they can see? It's like in the middle of nowhere.
So like we're out here in the middle of nowhere, really, guys. You can see the freeway from here, which explains why they jumped on the freeway so fast. Because if you come out here and go out to your right, and hook around and you jump right on the freeway.
There's no outgoing way out that way. People have to come and go out of this yard right here and here.
So, and you can't go out that way with any type of vehicles whatsoever. You can walk in and out of there, probably ride a bike in and out of there, but a vehicle cannot get out through there. They have to leave this area, come out through here where I'm parked at, out there. So if that helps explain a little bit more or less where he was at or how he was possibly even spotted, there you go.
They say majority of the time they like to be closer to where they can run, but
I mean, this it's out here. It's like a good hiding spot. I can see why they were out here. Yeah. If anything, you won't be bothered out here. Nothing but truck stops, mobile home parks. That's pretty much it. Pretty a smaller part, like a little piece of Cal City. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna stay live, and we're gonna drive out of here in the direction that Trezell and Jacqueline left to get on the freeway, and hope we end up where they got pulled over at. So. The dude from the post office came out.
What did he say?
He goes, I'm not trying to run you off or anything. You guys just, if you can, stand a little closer to this side because these cars coming off the street, they just swing around this corner. I don't want them to smash you. And I can see, too, he's pretty down to earth. You know what I mean? He looks like a type person. If he thinks you're in trouble, he's going to do anything to help.
She says the arrest paper says that the minor child helped them. So I'm thinking that is maybe who told. Possibility.
Mind you, this is the only way in to the back of the post office and the only way out. This is the front of the post office.
All right, next to the little Edison Market in Dale station.
So again, we just left the post office where Trezell and Jacqueline were spotted. We came out into the direction that they seen traveling to get on the freeway. So we're only hoping that this takes us to where they were arrested at last night. That way we can see a little bit of what they seen before they got arrested. Sorry guys, we're making a U-turn. We missed the street we were supposed to turn on. They're all the way in the cut. Yeah, we're right over the freeway.
There's the one over there. This is where I came when they told us about my brother.
So do we go through here?
You want to go all the way around, just making a U-turn now.
Sorry guys, making another U-turn. Why do they like being surrounded by all this bullshit?
That's what the life they're living in right now. They like to be It's not out of mine. It's 307. Straight up the left. Take the freeway. We just went to the postal office where whoever had stated that they had followed them through and behind, leaving the back of the postal office yesterday, down Jacket, when in fact you can't even get through there. Um, there was no possible way for Jacqueline to pull around to the back, pick him up, and take off through the back and drive away. It's closed off by a gate that you cannot move unless you drive your whole truck through it.
Here's the freeway.
Here's the freeway they entered.
58 West. Mind you, they were arrested on western side of Bakersfield.
Okay, now from here, watch how long it takes them to get to where they're going.
I feel like at 60, 65 because I know that trailer wasn't pushing that more than that.
Yeah. Did they get out? Bonded out? Who says they bonded out?
They don't even have a bill.
They don't have a bill. Morning Drive is next exit. Thank you, baby. Can you do me a favor and check the documents if either one of them got bailed out?
I know you fucking bullshit. I know you fucking lying.
I ain't fucking lying. Somebody done set it up on here. We on live. Can you just check it for me, please?
Yeah, I'll do that right now. Let me just park my car.
Okay. Go straight. Did they know the law was gonna arrest them? They know the law was gonna arrest them.
To be honest, we don't know what they knew. I mean, with everybody spreading around that he had a murder warrant, I'm sure they kind of figured that out.
She says the title made me worry. Sorry. No problems. Yeah, they have no bail. From what we have, their documents and stuff like that. There's like there's no bail whatsoever. Not at least not right now at this moment. They do have court tomorrow. Hello. Yeah, they both. Hold on. Say it again. They both still say no bail. I'm gonna send you. Hold on. Oh. Hold on 1 second. I'm sending it to Laura's thing right now. I just screenshotted both. I looked for both, and yeah, they both say no bail. I don't know who would say that. Okay. The only thing is they anticipated their release date, but it says pending because obviously they haven't went to trial yet. But other than that, they still have the hearing tomorrow. It says total bail amount, no bail. They're at the central receiving facility. Okay. And that's all I got. Okay. I'll have to call down there and find out what time their court is for tomorrow. Okay. Hey, I think, hold on, wait. I think it's 8 o'clock. Is it 8 o'clock? 8:30? Okay. Yeah, 8:30. Okay. Yeah. We'll be down there tomorrow. What else? Are they outside of Wanda's house, do you know? We went earlier this morning, but there was nobody out there. Not even a peep from out of them. They ain't outside. Water boy's not outside. Cujo, I'm sorry, I call him Cujo. He's not out there. You know what else I did earlier, just to see it just in case? Because remember the DA was like, you can't name if anyone else is in custody, yada yada. Yeah. So I checked Wanda West, Josiah West, and I checked, I think her name was Marie. Yes, right? No, I'll send you Marie's last name. Oh, okay, yeah, because she wasn't in there either, so none of them are. Maria's not going to be here. She's going to be out of town. So we're going to have to call out there to see if they pick her up out there on the charges because they'll have to extradite her all the way back to Bakersfield. As far as Wanda West and Philip West, if they do arrest, they'll be arrested here in Bakersfield. Yeah. I think that they're going to, I think they might use a kiss to testify. I told you. What did I tell you? The little boy told. No. As long as you're over 6 years old, they could use you. Oh, over 6. Okay. I'm thinking like over 10. I'm like, I think they're like 8 or something. Okay. Nope. Well, that's good to know. I wonder who else they're going to bring in. We'll have to see. Nigga, I know you know you fucker. How long do they take to get a trial? It won't be long. This process is going to go fast. Yeah. Within a month. After they're finished picking up everybody else. They better be on a suicide watch too. Now, you know, saying like that, her best bet is to throw that nigga under the bus, take a fucking plea deal. Look, one thing my grandma always used to tell me, it's easy for you to hurt somebody, but it's 10 times harder for you to harm yourself in that manner. You know what I mean? I don't want to say it because I'm on YouTube Live, but in that manner. Oh, Lord. Okay, well, if you need anything, let me know. Will do. Okay. Thank you. Bye-bye. So right now we came from the postal office yesterday where they were spotted. It's a freeway that goes that way. You couldn't get off. So we're driving out to where they were pulled over last night and was taken into custody. But we're going to do a little driving around in that area because in order to be in that area, that means that they've had to have been there multiple times, as if maybe they were staying out there as well. There was a place where they were able to have their mobile home or whatever you call it, the trailer park by the postal office that they were located by or was seen yesterday. And we took a drive by over there because somebody has said that they had driven out from the back and he was, I guess, trying to leave out of the post office through the back or whatever it was. Not so, that it wasn't possible. So I think whoever it was kind of over exaggerated on that yesterday, but it's like you literally, a person could walk through, maybe even with a bike, through that little area. It's a in and out only one way. So if you're driving in, you literally have to make a U-turn to drive right back out. Am I right? Trezell tried to lie about who he was before dipping out. Yeah, did he say his name was like Anthony or something like that? Or James? Oh, you're welcome. We just wanted you guys to kind of get a view of, how far California you could get off, and then we could take Truxton up. Right? Maybe right. Or you could go left, either or. Left by Mont. Take it up and get on the freeway over the overpass. You know where we're going? No, it was not the Taft Highway Postal Office. Which one is that you said? What is that? Edison. It's so hard to believe that they stuck together and they this goes to home. Yeah. Well, they say where you do the crime is where you pretty much, you know what I mean? You don't want nobody to get kind of close to it. You start seeing some kind of, somebody pulling your evidence, or pulling what you've done, your cards basically. They want to be close by to keep our eye out on everything, which was pretty dumb if you ask me. They were probably better off staying in California City. Benzie. Do you think Wanda will be next, Elvie?
She better be. Look how much shit she you lied about?
Mentioned this already, but do you think it was their oldest son who was suppressing them? I'm trying to read your comment and it's bumping all over the place. With an other you think it was Trezell's their oldest son, or do you think it could have been like the other foster kids that the mama had?
I think it was their oldest son.
Their oldest son. Well, if the oldest son has anything to do with it, maybe they need to take his ass in to go get some fucking help. Because he partaked in a lot of that beating of those kids. So, I mean, if you ask me, I think he needs to be.
They all need help because they all know something. From the little ones to the oldest
ones. Yeah. I'm just wondering what they told her about the boys when he went to drop the children off for Christmas. I know she asked. I mean, straight lineage of whether or has to go that way.
It's almost like this dude just wanted to see Bakersfield one last time.
That's probably what he did. Very nice scenery. How she probably thought he was going to take her ass out driving out there. Because I for damn sure would have thought that. Look around and jump out. Shit. I'm suspicious
Their
of
last
everyone.
months were doing nothing but that, living like that.
It says Trezell and Jacqueline threatened witnesses as well as making one child participate. Yeah, that's their oldest. You're right. It was the oldest was. Yes. I think something happened probably with the little one. The oldest one couldn't take it no more, and or it's gonna be on this side because we can take that loop around. Something moving around in the back. Movement in the back.
Where's maintenance in this? Come on, you fucking bitch.
No, even when people were thinking that we weren't working the case, we were out on the case just about every day, talking and speaking and driving and doing what we do. Love, I can't answer that question for you. I don't know. The question that I'm being asked is what was the excuse not having them out for Halloween and Thanksgiving to Wanda's? Do you think they found the older brother too? Um, I mean, we could all throw our opinion out there, and our thoughts, and I think they all have something to do with it. Do I think? But do you think that they forced the older brother to do that to help? She said yes. It's because Wanda's I lost the comment. Cold-hearted person, and her family are getting to get their karma. Oh, trust me, karma works is so. I don't play with her because she come back and whoop that ass. Karma like another Medea. Was the fires in September at Wanda's house? There was 2 fires. Yeah, I think too. So she thinks he kept you strong, able to keep pushing to find the boys. Yeah, they were just traveling around Bakersfield. They didn't know where else to go, what else to do. Jacqueline probably seen the little clip on the Facebook. It was probably she probably grabbed her phone and was like, "Oh shit!" And he was probably like, "Why? What happened?" She was like, "Ooh, they coming for you." Little that she knew they were coming for both of them. So, yeah, we're basically we left the postal office where they were first seen yesterday. Um, our life started when we got there. From there out to where they were picked up, or actually pulled over and arrested last night is where we're taking you guys. We're just trying to figure a little something out because going in, you're going in just 2 ways, and the way they were coming out was not the way you go in. So we're just gonna go over there and kind of see more or less what's more behind there in that little area.
A lot of people didn't understand because it was too dark out there, so they couldn't see the area. So they wanted to see it.
Yeah, so like they're wanting to see it, so that's where Alvy's taking us, all of us. That's where we gotta go straight. It says, where's your comment at? When the reporter asked the DA, will it be more arrests soon? She smirked a little. Girl, she didn't smirk a little. You call that a little tiny smirk? That was not little. With her eyes, she told you yes. That was a, you got to question me about that? Their family, all of them, trust me, they're going to get their justice. Them babies are going to get them justice.
I think it's crazy how they always end up in areas with nothing.
Nice. We're back out where there's nothing again. see any way that they are to. But yeah, they do. They all, every single one of them, including the kids. Everybody who put their hands on them babies needs to be held accountable for what they've done.
Shit, whoever knew that they had them kids and knew that they didn't see them for over a month should have reported that shit.
They should be arrested too. Even the people who lied up on YouTube and said that they never knew the people and you had a whole lot to hide should be arrested too. I think the case, this is, it says, I feel like the case broke the chief and that is why he's resigning. I don't know why these comments are coming in late. Are you guys able to hear us right? Or is it like glitching or thing because your comments are like going in and coming out on my side? Didn't Jesse say he's seen the voice? Huh? Didn't Jesse say he's seen the voice? It's a question being asked.
He said he's seen kids, but off the top of my head, I can't recall if he
confirmed if it was the boys, but he did see kids there. Him himself could not confirm if it was those two boys, but children were seen there at that property.
But now we know after the press conference, it wasn't those boys. It was not Orange and Orson. Then again, people could only go by the information they had. So if they said he had 6 kids, and the guy said, "Oh well, I seen 4," with him not knowing the color of the kids, their height, or anything, to even be able to say, "Oh yeah, it was Orange and Orson." So. And I think back too, even with the tip from the mom. They said they heard the lady say classic and sincere.
Yeah. So we're going down the route where they arrested Jacqueline and Trezell last night. We left the postal office, so we're literally in 39 minutes. We're 39 minutes out. A little rounding like that, you're gonna make it right. I mean, they could have, but it's gonna be more up there, isn't it? The street before, where the gas station's at, you're gonna go up and then you're gonna bring it around.
See, they always end up with nothing but diesel or nothing. That's crazy.
They just came from the post office where Trezell was last spotted running away from media, and now they're going somewhere else. Yes. Sorry, guys.
We're going to their arresting location.
Now, yeah, we're heading to the arresting location where they were both arrested at.
Poor dog.
I know their dogs were like screaming. So this is kind of like what where they want it to more or less be at. In the middle of nowhere. This is considered the outskirts of Bakersfield, heading into Shafter, or Shafter, Wasco, Delano kind of goes out this way. We got Shafter, Wasco, Delano, McFarland. Then what? Salinas, McFarland, Salinas, Hanford, Lemoore, Chowchilla, Fresno would be heading out, going out this way. This is the back. This would be considered the back roads going out that way. As you can see, it says Bakersfield to the right. I'm assuming you're going to take it around whatever block that is to go around, because it's going to be the next block coming up. So we're going to take the back road and try to come up the same way they're coming up to see more or less what type of um, visual they had.
Yeah, it looks like they're trying to find a place to light. To park their RV and not be noticeable.
Yeah, because this side over here is orchards. That would be a road to take all the way through. Yeah, I would say cut through there. Is it right behind us? So they would still have to drive more out that way.
Up straight that way to come back around.
Mind you, it's just like a little view that we're giving you guys of where they would, the streets that they would come to take out this way.
But this right here is considered California 58.
California 58? Mm-hmm. This right here, guys.
Because a lot of people were getting confused on Highway 43, 58, and the street they're actually on.
I followed this case from the very first day. Two boys' names on it. My birthday for the work. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. A lot of people are bitches today.
Yeah, especially when they cut you off.
See, were they making a run for it? I don't. To be honest with you, I don't know. I mean, so this is the light we're coming up to, guys, where um, they pulled them over and arrested them. Yeah, you can. Wrong, honey. Wrong, honey. And coconut water. It's real good for your face.
Alright, so this is the area the crime scene van was parked in.
What's going on? Just we're basically we're out here right now where they made the arrest on Jacqueline and Trezell last night.
Right. So right here is the area the crime scene van was parked in. If we come down a little bit more this way, these are the tire tracks to the trailer. The trailer was parked. So this is where we're at, guys. This is where they were pulled over at. Nothing out here. So the front of the trailer was like right here. So this is where they were. We're on Enos. This is Enos Lane. That's California 58. That turns into Highway 43. So with that being said, this is where they were. This is their spot, yeah. So they had to have came from up down that way somewhere. About midway through that street is where I heard them on the scanner attempting to pull them over. However, from down there to about here is where they parked the trailer. The cops were walking through here with their flashlights. So again, this is the field that the police uh, walked in with their flashlights and stuff. Here is where they were parked with the trailer. Here is where I want to say it was a Fed car, but in case it wasn't, detective or whoever's all black vehicle was parked here. So as you can see, we're on Enos Lane, Highway 43 that goes into 58. Man, it feels weird out here. We were here last night. It was so cold. We're actually parked way down there where that second truck is at. Yeah, so that's where we're at, guys. I think this thing's part of the trailer or something. You know what? We can't tell you how Jacqueline or Trezell treated the kids because my wife and I have never met any one of them a day in our life, so we wouldn't be able to tell. But as far as pictures and stuff that we've seen after the fact that they were taken from their mother, the kids didn't look happy at all. They looked miserable. They looked worried, stuff like that. So this is where they were, guys. This is where the police walked with their flashlights looking for God knows what. It just makes me wonder why they're even walking through here. Like, so this is the area in daylight time, guys. This is the area. I'm talking about 2, 3, 4, 5 miles in each direction. There's nothing but field trees. So I'm just gonna walk through here, you guys. It's creepy. There's a lot of holes in this ground. I don't know if they're gopher, snake, or what. But
You have to do something.
yeah, like I said, guys, that trailer was damn shit looked condemned. Uh, I mean, they did get a lot of stuff out of the trailer that they put in evidence bags and stuff like that, and put in the crime scene van. So we don't know what it was. Um, I did hear somebody say that they had gotten the camera out of the mobile home or the trailer or whatever the hell it's called. But again, I'm myself is not 100% certain. So this is it, guys. To be honest with you, someone's asking if there's an RV park near. Like I said, those buildings that you see way out there are probably the closest thing to this area. So,
Yeah, they would. This is where they were pulled over at.
hey, this is a piece off their trailer, huh?
Yeah, I think so. I think when they have put it up on the tow truck, not up, but you know.
Yeah. But the shit looked like it was falling apart already. It was a trailer. That's crazy. I wonder if these shoe prints are his. These boots. Oh, trezell and the boots. Look, their tape done fell off.
How is that?
So this is where it's at, guys. Enos Lane, Highway 58 that turns into Highway 43. This is the spot they got pulled over. Right here. All this area right here was full of police. All of this.
Hell, they probably came and slept here. Slept here. They probably came and slept right here at nighttime.
No shit. Well, no, they were driving because it said they're in this
No, no,
time.
no. I know
Oh.
that, but I'm saying like, you know what I mean.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
so comfortable with this area, coming and going.
Yeah, so this is where they're at, guys.
would ask him if he's seen that here
Huh?
before. I said I would ask him if he's seen that trailer, that home here before. That's where they're driving to. We don't know.
Yeah, we have no
Yeah, we
idea
have
where
no
they're
idea
headed.
where they're headed.
If you ask me, they
If you
weren't
ask
going
me, they
anywhere.
weren't going anywhere. We're gonna go down right over here to see if one of them is down over this way. One they don't have on the GPS, and the other one they do, but that's heading back more into Rosedale, which would be about another 35-minute drive. How far is this from Potomac? It's we're probably about a 45-minute drive.
So as you guys can tell, there's nothing.
Let me kill this one. Is it still echoing, you guys? Okay, perfect. Thank you. Yes, we have. We will post those up shortly on YouTube. Um, once we get back to the house. But for now, we're just kind of like giving you guys like a little
How long it took from the post office
to get over here to where they were arrested. There's nothing out here. Literally, there's nothing out here, guys. Thank you. I mean, they could have came out here. I mean, here they could have been parked over here too. I don't know. To me, these people are just weird off the rip.
They just didn't know. I don't think they knew anymore. They're just driving, hoping they wouldn't get caught. I mean, damn, their damn trailer looked stolen. So what in the world would make them think they could just drive from one side of town to the other and not get pulled over?
I have no idea.
And I don't see how they made it from one side to the other to this side without getting pulled over until they got to this side. That's crazy.
There's like literally nothing out here.
See, man, knowing that they come out to places like this really makes me wonder where they could have really put
drove.
the kids.
Yeah, where they could have drove to and put them.
What's the extent they would have went to just hide it?
Oh, this is the street we're coming down. Last time we were looking for that missing girl.
Yeah, we're on Shafter. We're down there in Shafter.
Yeah, we're almost in Shafter. Any kind of live visuals for the boys now that we know they are deceased. I'm gonna get in contact with work with and see more or less what's gonna happen or if they're gonna have candlelights. We're definitely gonna make it for the court tomorrow though.
They noticed too, over there on Edison, they're next to a feed store. There's a feed store right here.
Yeah. What's this? Grimway Farms. I didn't know. I didn't even know they had another Grimway out here. I thought the only one they have was right there in Lamont. You want me to drive? I'll get us right back to where we need to be. Yeah, this is pretty much out. I mean, this is the outskirts. There's nothing else out here. It's just traveling till you get to the next town, pretty much. What did that lady say? That it was a well with water and what was it? Something else? I'm gonna have to go back and look at her video, but yeah, we can make a return and go back. There ain't nothing else. Is that the freeway to LA? Oh, you want to go to LA?
No, I'm trying to go home.
So we can take that ride. Where will the visual be? I think if they have one, it'll probably be over there at the Casa Loma, if not in front of Wanda West's home. That's usually where they have them at. She said, but they have a sis in Stockton. The sister that was in Stockton, I believe she moved from there. I can't say where. I can't say where because that information hasn't been released yet. So, but yeah, this is where Maria and moved to. Oh, there's a part. There's a. I'm gonna screenshot this real fast. It says, I think he told where the boys are. Post on Google that says he's marked a map. I'm gonna set you guys down for a second. Yeah, what post on Google? Got that RV. No, we don't. They've had it for a minute though. So is Solar Space. So you're saying this is what he pretty much drew out for them from there to there? That RV is expensive, even secondhand. One like that. I don't know that I'm gonna send information right now to verify it. I did pull it up that way, but hold on, I'm trying to get in contact with the girl that said this. Babe, you want to pull over at that gas station real fast up there? God, why can't I find your comment? Is that the map new? I'm trying to figure that out right now. So we're waiting. I gotta send it to somebody. Um, Trezell West. Share the link. English code. Scribble map is an online map mark that allows you to share link. Give us 1 minute. One of these two, but this is the one that I took to first, and it has error. I gotta run this out real quick. Instagram. So I was just looking on Google and typed in Trezell West, as you can see at the top. That's what's at the search bar. And I had to scroll down for a little while. And I came across this. It says Scribble Maps widgets, right? I don't know who made this. I don't exactly know. Maybe somebody watching this video can let me know in the comment section if it is something that anyone could do in anyone's name or how it's public. But I just thought it was interesting because all it is a map of, as you can see, the pin drop is Cal City, and then there's this red line that goes right there, in between the California Hot Springs, Posey, and White River. So I just thought that was kind of interesting. I was trying to change it to satellite. So this might be significant. I don't know if somebody else out there made this and they just saved it under his name. I don't know the significance of that line, but it does kind of appear that the California City dog, I can't really zoom into too closely, but is that right around where their house was? I mean, let's see, yeah. I mean, I don't know if that's just right in the center of California City or the significance of exactly why that pin was there, but I just wanted to. I also didn't know that there was a California City airport that closely. That's interesting, also, right? But anyways, let me know what you guys think about this. Do you think that some random person just made this and left it on the internet? Or do you think that this is something that he did and forgot that it was under his name? Let me know, because I don't really know what to think about this little scribble map.
Oh, shoot. I don't know, guys. So, with what you guys seen so far, what do you guys think of where they're trying to go? What does it look like they were trying to do? I don't even know what to think no more on why they're even out here. Uh, Shit, a part of me is telling me that he's seen that his warrant came out and he just tried to get further from east side central Bakersfield to this side. I don't know. Man, income, who knows where their income was coming from? I mean, somebody was helping them. I wouldn't doubt if the West were helping them. You know what I mean? Anything to keep them far away from them. I mean, and going to the post office, I mean, I'm thinking, were they there picking up a check or what's going on? But where would that check be coming from? Really? They don't have no kids to keep getting money from. They don't have a job to keep working. I mean, shit. I really feel like the West were helping them. I mean, even Jacqueline's mom, I feel like where she moved to, she was helping from a distance. Like, it's not hard, you know what I mean? I don't know. I just hope by the end of this, even before their trial even starts, I just hope they tell anybody where them boys are at. I mean, it's too much already, you know what I mean?
You do it. My drop. I took a drink and it fell. I bought that.
Oh, you bought that.
I bought that. I bought that, and I bought you this. And I bought you some of those. Got you one of those. I had to get you one of these. Did it die on you?
What?
My phone. It's right there. That's your phone.
I don't know. Where'd you put your phone?
In between your legs.
No, I didn't die. Was somebody on it?
No, I'm waiting for Nikki to get back to me.
Oh.
So
I remember
what
why
was
I
that?
had it. So, Crenshaw posted it. And she was trying to figure out herself if Trezell had did it and maybe forgot his name was on there and forgot to take it off, or somebody just randomly did it. Take your phone, babe.
Yeah. I'm gonna get to it right now.
And there's a lot of people asking, like, how were they surviving? How were they eating? I think, personally, the West were helping them.
Yeah, they had to.
On top of Jacqueline's mom.
Okay, can you start the car off fast? You guys should have gone to the postal office and spoke with someone. Laura did go into the postal office. She didn't go inside. She went in front, and I guess the guy already had a. Did he approach her?
Yeah.
He approached her. I was too busy talking to the neighbors. I don't know what was discussed, but it is in the beginning of the video. If you guys want to go back and take a look at it, you guys are more than welcome to. What's going on here? iPhone is what? My, I've I've cried all morning long. Well, they didn't even have a chance with them people. Oh, they have a golden bull over here too. Those doctors. She's cute, huh?
They took that shit.
They could have took that street all the way down. Maybe they were on the way to move stuff around like evidence. You know that. Uh, yeah, I said the same thing last night.
They probably could even be, if they happened to bury him, they probably could have came by to see
If they were unburied or something. So, yeah, it could be like that type of thing. I get totally what you're saying. I felt that. I felt that very strong last night. How did these people sleep at night knowing they murdered? Them is them type of people are the ones who need help. They not all right up there. Um, so that map, could they have buried the boys there? I mean,
That's what it seems like
it.
they're trying
Yeah,
to
they were
figure
trying to
out.
figure out more or less. They were mapping it out of more or less where they were gonna go, how far they were gonna go in. Is what it looks like to me. That's just my opinion. That's not LV's opinion. What's your opinion?
In my opinion, is somebody just threw that up there to throw us off while we were searching out there. I don't know. I feel like it's somewhere around the Casaloma apartments because every time we went over there, somebody stopped us for some odd reason.
Yeah, that's true. Even when the guy says, "I don't want her on my property," you have to bring the police and bring a search warrant for you guys to come and check. But it did make a lot of sense because all of us were there as a group at that time, and there was two boxes outside of the, I want to say burgundy, if not burgundy red. It was a mixture of those two colors together or something, but it was that type of color, and there was a two boxes of little boy toys. I want to say little boy because they were for boys. One was a fire truck, and the other one was like a, I want to say like a, what is it?
Like an RC car.
Like a RC car type thing. And I had asked prior to that, do they have children on the premises? And the man very clearly said, no, they don't have kids here on over here in the property. Okay, so why is there two toy boxes out here in the front? The man asked us to get off his property. He was okay with AV being on there. I waited a few minutes. I went back onto the property, and then that's when we all kind of just circled it around. We looked through the little hay places. There was like little barrels that were not through the ground, but like just placed there. Um, we checked those. I told them lift up, pull down, open up. It didn't matter if they're like chests for like tools, the trunks of their cars, behind the seats. I mean, we did everything. Like everybody was working all together. Whatever little openings they had up on the little ceiling, back towards the back where the little mobile home. Actually, there was two mobile homes back there. One you connect to a truck, and another one you pull. And I mean, a lot of the videos on YouTube, it was just, I don't know. It's something within there because even with the lady that we got there was information that was given that was sent over to or passed over to the detective day before yesterday. Um, they're all connected right there. All of them, from the apartments to that house to the house right next door at the corner.
Look how much time they had to put them somewhere, to get them back from that somewhere, move them somewhere else. It seems like once we started our focus on our search there at the Castellano Apartments, when they all decided to move.
Yeah. I'm gonna go home and make me some.
I'm trying to understand how the hell you got two kids that are completely vanished, but you still riding around with this dog. The same motherfucking dog.
Chalk.
Yeah, it's not even at the Weston house no more. Because it's with them. Now look what they done got Chalk into. He over there at the damn animal shelter not knowing what the hell's going on. Them people just put all kinds of shit in bad situations.
They was poisoned together.
Yeah, I know which Chalk spoke English because I'll go to adopt Chalk. Because what happened? Well, he bullshitting. It sounded like he was telling when we pulled up yesterday, all the screaming he was doing.
And the burnt seed screenshot found was just down from the apartments, right? It was down, I want to say, from the apartments to the road was what? At least 2 miles?
Okay.
Maybe less or more?
Less.
I want to say a little less than 2 miles from starting from the Casa Loma apartments, not from Wanda West's house. It is.
Two different houses in the front.
He said, I need to be adopted.
Huh?
He said, I need to be adopted. The witnesses were the other children, I bet. Yeah.
They did say there was at least 50 witnesses. So
Some. Biological children. I believe what he's 9. Those were 9. 9. I believe the oldest one is, and then the other one is like 7. 7, and the 2 young ones, right? Like 7, somewhere around there. I'm gonna have to get that info for you guys. You're supposed to chew it before you swallow. It's not supposed to pop in your throat, Laura. Are you okay? Are you choking? Oh my god. I've just been so angry and emotional. I feel so much. Yes. I do believe that. I do believe. Do you believe the children gave last sight of the location where the boys were at?
like as in Bakersfield or Cal City?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if they were girls and boys.
I think they moved to Cal City to try to screw the boys' minds around, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. The dog's name is Chop. Yeah, that, well, I mean, that's, we kind of figured that's what they named it. Because they kept saying Chop. When They went out there that night. There was no chalk outside besides the dog. There's a dog. Chalk. I remember that. There's someone who's chalk like that. Yeah. He said they were inside playing with chalk, so why didn't chalk bark? Yeah, that's well. I mean, not just that. I mean, they had the same lock on the gate. Like the lady that sold the house says she never changed the lock. It's the same lock. Her husband had just installed the shutters on it to where if they open, the gates automatically close back. Is what she had said. We have that. I mean, between LV, me, Crenshaw, AV Watchman, Apple, and Matt, there's so many videos that and photos that we could go back on what everybody had discussed in the live feeds, group chats. I mean, in part to the boys, what was said. We none of us got rid of any of that. Every little bit of that is still with every single one of us individually. Like, you guys would believe how much stuff every single one of us, not just us, our admins, their other teams and groups that they work with. I mean, our list could keep going and going and going and going and going. It's, you guys would be like, oh my God, you guys are all like still working together behind the scene and getting all this information and all this other stuff. And you'd be very, very surprised. There's women that have not even been brought to light, who have helped so much in so many ways with this case, that we are all just so grateful. And they're not even located like in California. These are people like in New York, Ohio, Texas, Hawaii. It's crazy. And everything that they speak on, they have paperwork to follow behind them on. Yeah, Kentucky. I'm pretty sure she's doing okay. When she's ready to go live, sh- she'll go live. Just keep her in your guys' freezing December in Cal City. Small kids excited to play. It's dark. He is straight. Yeah. It was really cold out, and they said the boys were missing. That was what, maybe 3 days later. 3 days later. It was just in the daytime. It was cold as hell out there. I mean, I couldn't imagine what it was like at no. We were out there at night. Tomorrow we have fog coming from my throat and some more stuff. I thought I was smoking on a cigarette. Never even lit it, but I was. That's how cold it was out there. I remember that day. I thought I really lit it though, huh? I was in there smoking and smoking and smoking.
Pass me cigarette like it was lit.
Where are you headed? We headed back into Baker. So now that, I mean, that's how long it took. Well, an hour and 38 minutes in total, minus probably 8 minutes that I was inside the store. So probably about an hour and 30 minutes to get come and go from where the postal office was to where They were pulled over and arrested last night. Back we started. Basically, we're getting ready to head home here in a minute. But as soon as I pull up to California, here is where um, we basically started. So I'll be ending it there, which is right around this corner. Question: so, what do you think about this story now? Since they think the boys were gone in September. How pretty! Look at that. I to be honest with you, I call bullshit. Not on anybody's behalf. I'm going out there to try to figure out what's going on because I mean we all have been sent in so many directions on some bullshit searches, but that's our job. That's what we stepped in this for, to go and search, whether it was wasting our time, wasting somebody else's time. Um, it didn't matter. The fact was, when you get a lead, you get up and you get your ass out there anyways, and you go and you do your search, whether you want to or you don't. These kids couldn't depend on the two people who were supposed to be there for them, help them, guide them, love them. They had nothing else to, nobody else to do that for them. So when we all stepped in as a group to do so, we all kept to our word and we did so, if that makes sense. But for the people who did send us out on those wild goose chases that we did and stuff like that, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it pushed us 10 times harder every single time to look for these kids. And it doesn't stop now. Now we're in search of, I don't like to say that word because I'm just still fucked up about it, man. My mama. Yeah. I swore I would never give up, and I thank you all for never giving up. You're all so committed and damn drama. Yeah, that was something that was never supposed to happen, but it did. And shit, it just brought a lot of us closer back for the boys to do our job for the boys. With that being said, I'm going to end this live.